TIFU because I told the veterinarian I was feeding my pup breast milk. So my pup is dying. But don't be sad as he's very old and has lived a great long happy life. We use a hospice vet who is awesome. He does quality of life stuff at first, then eventually euthanizes in home. Generally he's supportive through the last month or two of life. It costs a lot but it's really the best. So my dog's appointment is Tuesday. Again. Sad. But he's just so old and tired. And he's not eating a lot. The vet told me since it's the end of his life, food is free for all. No rules. Whatever calories will sustain the dog through the weekend. So I wanted to ask the vet if he had any ideas for feeding. Anything really high flavor, as dogs tend to have no appetite towards the end of life. I chose to tell him things I've already tried. I said that I tried cooked meat, a different dog food, puppy milk, and human milk. I meant milk that humans drink. Cow milk, not human milk. When he texted me back and I realized my mistake, I wanted to die of embarrassment. TLDR, I told the vet that I fed my dying dog breast milk. I said, human milk, meaning not puppy milk, meaning milk that humans drink, meaning cow's milk. How did he respond? This sounds like it was a funny moment within a sea of sadness. When animals, including us, begin the late stages of passing on, eating stops, hunger is gone, and food can actually cause discomfort. Not eating at this stage, in and of itself, doesn't mean they're suffering. They're just winding down. They'll know when to stop eating. When I don't have this wind down time with my dogs, and they are suffering, my vet offers them as many Hershey kisses as they want prior to euthanasia. The look on my dog's face after eating chocolate for the first time was beautiful. The perfect ultimate treat. I'm so sorry to hear about your pup. Later in life you may be able to look back and have a chuckle at this memory associated with your pup. It's probably hard to think about having a chuckle about the end of your pup's life, and I'm sorry if it seems insensitive. We lost our cat over a year ago and I'm tearing up typing this comment. After the lovely vet came and did the at-home euthanasia, it was time to take him to our local vet, until we decided the next step. As we walked into the garage, I tripped on a boot. I almost dropped him. I would have probably broken down if I did drop him, even though it wouldn't have hurt him. He was already gone. I can't quite chuckle at the memory yet. But maybe next year. You can try heating wet mushy food. Sometimes the scent makes them want to. Poor Baba. Will a McDonald's hamburger or nugget not even make him eat? My cat towards the end would only eat McDonald's chips. I was glad she was eating something. I knew it was going to be bad, so I let her loose into Wotsits. Cheesy Puff Crisps. Weird cat wouldn't eat ham or chicken but drop a chip and she was there. Tell us some fun memories? Lol, I bet he got a good little chuckle after you explained yourself. It's nice to have a little humor in a heavy situation. For what it's worth, my old guy really loved hamburgers from the McDonald's dollar menu at the end. Didn't like the buns much, but the burgers were a hit. I hope you guys have a nice weekend together before their journey to the Rainbow Bridge. 2 hearts. For what it's worth, it's weird that humans drink cow milk. Man, my cat ate nothing that I noticed for the last month of his life. I didn't want to stress him out and take him to be euthanized, so I kept waiting. And waiting. And finally I couldn't handle it anymore and he perked up on the ride and meowed and purred. Loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying. He wouldn't even eat chicken nuggets or tuna. He showed interest by sniffing but no eating. I'm currently at the vet with my pup who is 11 years old and never had any health issues, so I'm crazy worried, and this made me chuckle. It's just an abscess, so I'm sure she's fine, but still she's my girl. I'm sorry your pup is nearing his Rainbow Bridge journey. Give him extra snuggles. I'm very sorry to hear about your pup, but he sounds very loved. At the end, my dog's favorite food was sweet potato mashed with peanut butter and Maltesers, since a tiny crumb of one had been her favorite before. This sounds like a good moment to remember and laugh about later. On a side note, early breastfeeding with my daughter would cause the other breast to projectile milk, and our puppy thought it great fun to catch or lick up splatter. My pup enjoyed chicken sandwiches, poke bowls, and habit burgers for his last few meals. Then again, he was a beagle, so that appetite was still strong. I'm so sorry for your upcoming loss. https://oz3u270rs3c1.jpg. Width equals 3024 and format equals PJPG and auto equals WebP and S equals 1 Candela 655 A 1B 561233 add 4F17E 95E 6574902 C18 CFB3. Are you friends with this person by any chance? I am so sorry. Had a chuckle. I thought you were breastfeeding a puppy at the vet, and I just about had enough internet for tonight. I'm so sorry about your pup, but gotta laugh at mixing up cow's milk and human milk. As someone who nursed my kids for a total of about 10 years, it's pretty amusing to mix them up. When one of my dogs was old and sick and would barely eat, she would still go for chicken livers. I cooked them in the Instant Pot. After she passed, I had to tell the grocer since they were stocking so many for us.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.